स्वागतम् अद्य स्थिरवासरः दिनाङ्कः 10th of December द्वितीयो भागः सुन्दरकाण्डम् प्रथमतः मङ्गलाचरणम् रामो राजमणिः सदा विजयते रामं रमेशं भजे रामेणाभिहता निशाचरचमू रामाय तस्मै नमः रामान्नास्ति परायणम् परतरम् रामस्य दासोऽस्म्यहम् रामे चित्तलयः सदा भवतु मे भो राम मामुद्धर राम रामेति रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं राम नाम वरानने श्री राम नाम वरानन ओन्नम इति. Again, this is December 10th, दशमः दिनाङ्कः, द्वितीयो भागः सुन्दरकाण्डम्. एकोनविंशः सर्गः प्रारभ्यते. I think we start with 19th सर्गः. So संक्षिप्तवर्णनं प्रथमतः. So first the summary and the one shlokaha. Okay, so Ekonavimsha, I think we stopped here last time with Ekonavimshaha. We're taking just the Sankshipta Varnanam and Eka Shlokaha, which Adhyaya one Shlokaha. So I think we looked at this last time already. So Ekonavimsha Sargaha Ravana Bhayena Vepamanayaha परिम्लानायाश्च जानक्यास्तात्कालिकम् अवस्थाविशेषं वर्णयितुम् अपारयन्निव कविरनेकोपमानैस्तां विशिनष्टि प्राप्तो रावणस्तामावर्जयितुम् उपक्रमते. correct प्राप्तो रावणस्तामावर्जयितुम् उपक्रमते. First of all, thank you to Ravi for preparing the document. Most of you see is all Ravi's work. And even though we'll keep Vyakaranam as short as we can. And thank you for Dihenkaji for joining from India all the way at this early hour. So, and of course, Balramji is here. Okay. I think we did this last time, but let's just, Balramji is there, sir?
Namaste, ji.
Okay, namaste. You want? I think we did last time. We'll do it again. So let's I'll do Padacheda for you. Ravana Bhayena is a compound. Ravana Bhayena, Ravanad Bhayena. Vepamanayaha is a present participle. Parimlanayaha Cha Janakyaha. So they all go with Sita. Sitayaha. She has two adjectives. Tatkalikam Dvitiya Ekvachanam Avastha Vishesham Varnayitum Aparayan Iva. You must Sandhi coming over here. Aparayan Niva. Should we recognize that over here? That is, I have not put in document. The sutram is Nyamo Rasvadachi Nyamunnityam. So if you want to practice that, go to the website 8332. Nyamo Rasvadachi Nyamunnityam. Okay. And then, so Aparayan Iva. And then Kavihi Anekopamanaihi Tam Vishinashti. And Praptaha Ravanaha Tam Avarjayitum Upakramate. One thing we should always do is that find out the verb. Which thing the verb is here, Balramji? What do you think? There are two, of course, there are two sentences. Ekating vakyam. There must be two verbs. Which are the two verbs?
Vishinashti.
Very good, Vishinashti. How do you recognize that so fast? Is that because of the ending, probably, right?
It was about we saw the meaning last time. So you know.
Oh, the meaning. Okay. So but because this,
so he's portrays with the help of smileys.
Of similes.
I was looking for portrays.
Portray, yeah. Because anyway, this what happened is the pratyay is tip at the end. Only thing it has taken some sandhi, become T, which in a shti. So the pratyay was tip. The pratyay is tip, but by stunashtu it become vichinashti. It's the seventh gana, dhatu rudhadi gana. And what is second? This is what is dhatu here? The second sentence. Balramji, what's the dhatu in the second sentence? Upakramate, right?
Yeah, I'm trying. Upakramate?
Yeah, upakramate. See, kramate ending, te ending, right? See, these 18 pratyas should be known to us very well. Tip, tajji, etc. So, they will, of course, they'll take some transformation. So, pratyaya is ta. It took the ekara desha by tita atmanipadanam tere. Like, you know, labate, like that. You know, vartate, like that. Kramate, upakrama. Upakrama is to is to, can inaugurate, to start upakramaha. So, okay, now let us see. So, finding himself unable. What do you think? We'll take a shot at that. Finding himself unable. Think about unable. Unable is a negation compound. Like if you say brahmanaha, abrahmanaha, sadhu becomes sadhu. No. Where is the at the beginning? I'll make it easy for you.
Astat.
I'm sorry?
I thought it was astat. Janakya astat. That astat.
No, I'll do the parichaya one more time for you. Ravana bhayena vepamanayaha parimlanayaha cha janakyaha tatkalikam avastha vishesham. No, that is not the one we're looking for. No, that's not the avastha. The word is avastha. That's the ava. Upasarga ava. That's not the one. Then varna yitum aparayan. That is the one.
Okay.
Aparayan. Like ashaknuvan. This dhatu para means to go across, means to accomplish something, to succeed, to finish the job. In fact, the dhatu parta is coming as it is coming as karma samaptau. Para karma samaptau means to complete a job. So aparayan means not able to complete the job. Means basically not able to get it done. So finding himself unable, that is this aparayan. Of course, aparayan is declined pratama ekvachanam pullinge, and the famous shloka in Gita which I mention all the time is Paschan Shrunvan Svishan Jigran Nashtan Gachan Sapan Shasan Pralapan Visujan Grinhan Unmishan Nimishan Napi Indriyani Indiyartheshu Vartante iti dharayan. So all these Paschan, Shrunvan, Svishan, Jigran, Nashtan, Gachan, they are all Shatru Pratyanta Pradipadika. Like Pachat becomes Pachan, Gachat becomes Gachan, and so on. Of course, the Numma Agama is by 7170 with the Chamsavanamastani Dhatoho. And then, of course, Agachan is not going. So Aparayan is not able, unable. Okay. As it were. What is that, you think? The next word, Iva.
Oh, Iva. Oh.
Iva. As if Iva. Okay. To depict. Look at the two.
Varnayitum.
Varnayitum. Dhatu varna. This we already saw a daily example. I think Kumuji has joined. Thank you. Big thank you to Kumuji for all the daily examples and the comments. Without her, I think it would not be possible to have these, comments and all that. So this Dhatu varna is already been covered in daily examples. We already had it one time. So I just put it down here. This is the Churadikanaha. Varna is Varna Kriya Vistar Gunavachaneshu. Basically to describe in detail. So, Varna Kriya Vistar Gunavachaneshu Dhatu Pata. Number Churadikanaha Swarte Nitya. In this class you won't do Vyakaranam too much detail because this is not a Vyakaranam class. And I put thanks to Ravi, all the steps are here. If anyone to, but I'll tell you only in brief. So if you have any question, raise your hand. We can go in more detail. Dhatu becomes varni by doing atolopaha. Then add the pratyat tumun, varna yutum. Now, one thing I will mention though, the pratyat tumun comes. I think I already mentioned in the previous class maybe, which has not been done in the Vyakaran class yet. But it comes these three main rules, which is 3, 3, 10. Make a note of these three rules, please. 3, 3, 10, which is Kriyayam Kriyarthayam. For example, Bhoktum Agachati, he comes to eat. So when there's one action being done for the sake of another action, so the action of coming for the sake of eating. When such an action is there, the other dhatu takes tumun. So Bhoktum Agachati, the coming action is the Kriyartha Kriya. We don't have that right now. We don't have that. So 3, 3, 10, when there are two actions, one being done for the other. So that when so look at this kriyayam kriyartham is saptami ekavachanam. This is the upapadam. Adhikaram upapadam ating. For those of you who attend the Wednesday class, we have done this in great detail. Upapadam ating. Upapadam ating adhikara starts from 3192. So when such a kriya is in upapadam, means close by, an action which is done for the sake of another action, so like bhoktum agacchati, then that agam, the agana kriya is for the sake of eating. We don't have that right now. We couldn't use that. The second one is that, again, we're giving you very briefly, is when you have a icchata dhatu, comes in Gita, dashtum ichchami te rupam, Ishwaram Purushottama, chapter 11. Dashtum ichchami, gantum ichchami, bhoktum ichchami, praptum ichchami. So you can use tumun with icchartha dhatu. When you desire something for yourself, I think that will be in 3.3, I think 158 or something like that. Yes. Samadhakritakeshu tumun. We don't have that either. We have, right now we have aparayan. So varnayitum aparayan. Ashaknuman. He was not able to describe. Like, gantum na shaknomi. In fact, comes in Gita again. Yes, it comes in Gita. Hold on. I think comes in Gita, chapter 11. Always keep Gita playing at the back of your mind at all times. Sarvada Gita Smaranam. And I think it comes in Gita towards the end, when Sri Bhagavan Uvacha chapter 11, the same chapter, chapter 11. Chapter 11 is a beautiful chapter of the Gita. It is really one of the most important ones. And he says, see, Shakya Drashtum. So I am able to be seen. See that? Drashtum Shakyaha Aham. How can I be seen in this form? He gives, Shakya Drashtum. So he says, in fact, down here come. Look at this one. Nyatum Dashuncha Tattvena Pravishtuncha Parantapa. I'm able to be known. I'm able to be seen. I'm able to be entered also. So the dhatu shak is here. That is what is allowing us to use tumun. Shakyaha. Aham drashtum. This is the passive form. Aham drashtum shakyaha. Aham praptum shakyaha. So we have the dhatu para in the meaning of shak. So that sutram is 3.465. Very important sutram 3.465. Again, in very brief for you today. Shaka drishagnya gla gata rabha labha krama sahar hastyarteshu. So dhatu in these meanings. Shaka, to be able, nya, to know, like rabha is to commence. For example, aham bhoktum janami, aham gantum janami, vaktum janami aham. So if you have the dhatu nya, then the pratyek tumun can be used. For example, bhoktum arabhate. He begins to eat. He begins to talk. Vaktum arabhate. Anyway, so this dhatu shak is mentioned over here. Right now we have dhatu par. So in the same meaning as shak. So by 3.465, tumun has been used. So when you have a tumun pratyek, in fact this is homework for you. You can go to Bhagavad Gita. In fact, one of the students in one of our earlier classes did this homework. You go to Bhagavad Gita. You find every tumun in the Gita and see if you can fit into this 3.3.10, or you can fit into 3.3.158, I think it is, and yes, or 3.465. You can try that and see how you succeed. Okay, so to depict, the mental state. What do you think, sir?
Is it Kalikam Avastha Vishesh?
I think Avastha Vishesham. I think this translation is not. I'm sorry. This translation is not very. This is from two different books, So I should probably edit it myself. See, I haven't edited the translation, and because I did purposely. Because sometimes you find translation which is not exact match. So Avastha Vishesham. It's really a special state. I mean, if you look at literally, it should be Manasika Avastha. It should be Manasika Avastha. But it is really Avastha Vishesham. It's also interesting thing, Vishesha used at the end. Like Vriksha Visheshaha, you can say Rakshasa Visheshaha, Deva Visheshaha. So it's a certain or a special state, a certain Rakshasa, a certain god, Tattva Visheshaha, certain principle. So this is also, you see, when you read Ramayanam, this is the greatness of Valmiki, He takes, such a gentle slope to such heights. So you can see in one shloka, this is of course this is not Ramayanam, it's Sanskrit Ramayanam. This is not Valmiki, I should say. This is Ramayanam. It's not Valmiki because this is only the summary of the Adhyaya. Anyway, but in Ramayanam, you can get so many forms to learn. Of course, we have not done all of them in the Vyakarana classes yet. We will do them shortly. But so this is a nice compound to know. When you have a certain of something, a special of something, like phala vishesha, it's a special fruit, so on and so forth. Avastha vishesham, which is a special state. It should be really special. The particular state, the specific state, special state. Okay, of Sita. What do you think, sir? That is the Janakyaha.
Asitat? Janakya?
Janakyaha. It's like Nadyaha, Janakyaha, Nadyaha, Shashti Ekavachanam. Of like Nadi, like Ikaranta Silinga Shabdaha, Nadi Shabdaha, Janakyaha. Okay, now what has not been translated is the Tatkalikam. Means that at that time. So this is qualifying the Avastha Vishesham. So that particular state of her, so Sita's particular state at that time, Tatkalikam. I'm going to go into Vyakaranam a little bit later on. So Tatkalikam means at that time. So pertaining to that time. So that has not been translated here. So it is Tatkalikam. Now who got withered up? What do you think?
Vepamanayaha?
So that means shaking. That's the next one.
Oh, I see.
Parimlanayascha. These two dhatus, glai and malai. Dhatu glai and malai. But one of us Sanskrit always should hear these two dhatus. My Sanskrit teacher told me. These dhatus, glai and malai. You always like to deteriorate, to erode, to be depressed. It can look to be down, you know what I'm saying. So comes in Gita. Yada yada dharmasya glanir bhavati bharat. Abhyutthanam adharmasya sujamyaham paritranaya sadhunam. The famous shloka of Gita, chapter 4, I think it is. So, yada yada dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata. When the dharma deteriorates, and dharma is put down, and dharma is in a bad situation, bad condition, that's when I come. Anyway, so that's in Gita. But this parimlanas, dhatum lai, is given harshakshaye. Harshakshaye means to be depressed, basically. Where is that? Again, thanks to Ravi for this document. Put a lot of effort Ravi put in to put all these details. Unfortunately, in the class, you don't have time to go through all of these, but the document is there if you want. So, Mlai Harshakshaye means to be, I mean, as it's clearly it says, Pashtam, Harshakshaya, Harsha is joy. Harshakshaya means destruction of joy. To be depressed, basically, depressed. So, Harshakshaya. So, Mlana is the participle form, is so-called past passive participle, which is a very bad name because this many times it's neither past nor passive. But in fact, in this case, it's not passive. It's akarmaka. To be depressed is akarmaka. It's intransitive. It has to be active only because she is depressed. So she is not. You cannot be depressed on by something else. So she is depressed. We'll go to Vyakaranam in a second. Anyway, the word is pari means like all around. So very depressed. So Sita got withered up. Okay, withered up, fine. Like erode, kind of weak, emaciated. And who began to shudder. What's that, sir?
Vepamanayaha.
Vepamanayaha. Anybody, where is coming Gita? Vepatuscha jayate. Vepatuscha. Thank you, Ravi. Ravi is there. Vepatu. In fact, let me see if there is Ravi had a dhatu here. Yeah, this dhatu, two vepru. Because it's this pratyaya two, that vepatushayre me romarshascha jayate. So Gandhiyam samsate, yes, when Arjuna said, I'm shaking. Chapter 1, Arjuna said, my body is shaking. And I'm getting my hair is standing. And my bow is slipping down.
Is it the line in which it will come Klaibyaha or something?
No, Klaibyam, that's chapter 2.
Oh, I see.
That is Bhagavan Uvacha. He was not shaking. Arjuna is shaking. So he says, chapter 1. Yeah, it comes after that. Comes chapter 2. The Klaibyam Asmagam of Partha. So chapter 1, so there is trembling in my limbs. So Gandhiyam samsate hastat.
Yeah, Gandhiyam.
Yeah, that one is coming. Where it is Gandivam. Okay, Vepatuhu. Again, not to go into too many detail, but you can look at the dhatu. Anyway, Vepa is to tremble, to shake. So so this dhatu is to Vepru. So you know Sutram Ravi for Vepatuhu? Any chance, Ravi? Vepatuhu.
No, sir, this is.
Okay, this one for you, Ravi, today, okay?
There's a tuch pratyaya.
Yeah, atuch, right? Pratyaya thing is atuch.
Yes.
So atuch. So what happens is that this adhikara ravi which comes here, from the bhave gatikarika sanyayam, and I think right before striyam kitin comes this sutram ravi. I think it should be right here. Here it is. Twito atuch, here it is. Twito atuch. So that which is twit. Tu as in it gets a pratyaya atuch. So vepatushcha shayire me. So vepatuhu. Because the dhatu is tu vepru. So it has tu as in it gets the pratyaya atu. So okay. So vepamana yaha, and at the sight of Ravana. It should be due to fear from Ravana. What is that?
I don't think it's translated. I think it's the fear of Ramana. Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Ravana Bhayana.
Ravana Bhayana. It should be due to the fear of Ravana. It should have been. Anyway, I'm sorry. Maybe next time I'll just edit the translation, because I didn't want to edit Gita Press translation. This is from the Gita Press book, and this is from this Tika. I mean, they have used it, but they haven't word for word. So maybe next time I'll just edit it myself before the class. So okay, the poet is what?
Kavi.
Kavihi. Then tries to portray Vishinashti. Like, Vishinashti, the film, like the word Visheshanam, right? Visheshanam. One thing you should learn is that when you want to try get the meaning of a dhatu upasarga combination, you should try that combination in various forms. In fact, we just did that when we had the dhatu vep. Now in Gita we had the word vepatu. So you can try vepate, vepamana. You can try vepatu, you can vepanam, you can try. So you have to get the exact form. Like Vishinashti. The word Visheshanam, it's a prasiddham rupam. So I think everybody in the class knows the term Visheshanam. It's an adjective, something which describes. So if you know Vishesh to describe, then Vishinashti means he describes, he qualifies, he gives the attributes. So that's one lesson to learn, is that you can try the various forms of a dhatu. You can try Visheshaha, you can try Visheshanam, you can try Vishishtam. You might find somewhere, Vishishtadvaita, right? Vishishtadvaita. So that means that it's qualified Advaita, qualified. So like that, you can try the various forms. Like even this one we heard from Malana. So Malana we become Glana. Then in Gita we had Glanihi. So you can just try some connected words, to get some idea. We do the same thing in English, we do the same thing in English also. So Vishinashti means he describes, he qualifies, he describes the attributes. With the help of similes. What is that?
I think lot of similes.
Anekopamanahi. With a number of similes. Anekopamanahi. Okay. Did we get everything here? So Ravana Bhayana, due to fear of Ravana. Vepamanaya. Let's start from the basic sentence. Is that Kavihi Tam Sitam Vishinashti. Start with the basic sentence. So Kavihi, subject, object, verb. It's a pronoun over here. Kavihi Tam Sitam Vishinashti. So the poet describes Sita. Okay. Anekopamanaihi Vishinashti. Describes Sita with a variety of similes, comparisons. Okay. Then the Kavihi has one adjective to him. Aparayan, not able to do. Iva, as if not able to do. Not able to do what? Varnayitum. The poet who was not able to describe. What? The avastha vishesham, the special state, the particular state, the specific state. Of whom? No, that has one adjective to it. Tatkalikam avastha vishesham. This particular state at that time. This is a tadita prayoga. So tatkalikam is tasmin kale bhavam tatkalikam. It's qualifying avastha vishesham tasmin. So tatkale bhavaha. tatkalikaha avastha visheshaha. This is what's called as the tadita prayogaha. It's a noun from a noun. So it's a derived noun basically, which is now been translated down here. So then we got the poet who was unable as if to describe in detail the specific state at that time of whom? Janakyaha. Now Janakya has two adjectives to her, Parimnanayaha and Vepamanayaha. And then Vepamanaya is tagging on to Ravana Bhayena. So now this is how the whole sentence builds up. So the poet describes Sita with various similes. The poet who's unable to completely describe the specific state at that time of Sita, who was feeling depressed and who was shaking on account of fear from Ravana. Okay, so the next part. Arrived. What is arrived, sir? Arrived?
Upakramate.
No. Try again. It's qualifying Ravana.
Praptaha.
Praptaha. So prapta is to reach, to obtain. So praptihi doesn't have to, can also mean to understand. So, praptihi, it means to arrive at a certain state or arrive at a certain, of course, location. So prapta is arrived. So arrived is this past passive participle. It's nishtha pratyah. Taktavatu nishtha. Dhatu is ap. Upasarga is pra. So praptaha. Prapta means arrived, got, reached. Now this is an active usage now. This is not passive. It's active usage. Praptaha.
So the translation should have been Ravana who arrived in her presence tries to win her.
Yes. Ravana who had arrived. Begins to woo her. So avarjayitum upakramate. He begins to woo Sita. So it says in her presence is understood, in her presence. The question is that how it became an active form. Arrived. You say gataha. This is a famous say I tell you all the time, right? Ramo vanam gataha. We can also say Ravanena vanam gatam. So any dhatu in the sense of motion, gatyartha dhatu, can also go in the active. So you can say Ramo vanam gataha. We can also say Ravanena vanam gatam. So same thing here, Ravanaha praptaha. We can say tat sthanam Ravanena praptam. That location was reached by Ravana. Also could have been said, because that pra-ap is gatyartha. So this is, so again, as I said, this name of passive participle is not a good name, because it is not passive, it is active. Sutram is 3, 4, 6. Clearly Ravana had come. He is the doer, so he came there. So the sutram is 3, 4, 72, which is gatyartha, karmaka, etc. 3, 4, 72 makes it active. Okay. So I mean, after in the Vyakaranam class, after we finish our verbs, Tiganta Prakaranam, we start the Krit Prakaranam, Krudanta Prakaranam. That time we'll look at all this in detail. Okay. Ravana is Ravana. Huh? Then tries is, I think, begins. What is that? What do you think? Begins, starts.
The upakramate.
Upakramate. And to win.
Varjayitum.
Avarjayitum. Varjayitum, opposite meaning, but is to exclude. So varjayet, like can say lasunam varjayet. You should give up garlic. Lasunam varjayet. You give it up. But this is avarjayet. Means it's become like opposite. You should try to actually you try to bring under your control, bring it on your side. So avarjayitum means to woo somebody, to bring it over. So varjayat is to throw away, to exclude. But avar is try to include, to bring over to your side, to. Okay, and understood.
So it tries to not lose her.
Yeah, so try not to lose that. So exactly, avarjayat, that like agachati kind of, So gam is to go, agam is to come. So varjayat is to give up, but avarjayat is to kind of to bring, to take in her. And her is tam, of course, tam. Now Vyakaranam wise, let's just do very quickly. Panchami Bhayan is Sutram 2137. See, this is I'm very torn between doing too much Vyakaranam in this class, I should give you some pointers. So Ravi has taken a lot of trouble in this document. Just give at least some, give me like 5 minutes. I'll give you some pointers here. So Panchami Bhayena, the specific sutram, when Panini uses a term specifically in a sutram, always pay attention to that. So Panchami Bhayena, in the sense something is causing fear. Chorad Bhayam, Sarpad Bhayam, Papad Bhayam. These are all Panchamis by Sutram Panchami Bhayena. So if you want to look at more details, 2137 Panchami Bhayena. Then we just start the word Dhatu two-way proof company. This is the what's called a present participle. I won't read much detail. Basically, the pratyaya lat comes. Lat takes the shanach adesha, the present participle, because this is Atmanepadi Dhatu. Look at Dhatu number 425 in Dhatu Pataha. It should have a anudat it. So look at Dhatu number 425. Anudat gnita atmane padam. So 1.425. Anudat gnita atmane padam. Anudat gnita atmane padam. Yeah, you can see that. You see it. Atmane. You see the it letter. Anudat swaraha, because Atmanepadi Dhatu. So we get the Shanach Nashatra Pratyaha Kastangana Atmanepadam. You get the Mukagama by 217 242, and then of course Adhyana Takita Anubandha Lopaha Vepamana. We see this form before many times, this present participle. So Sutram is 3224. That is Shatrishanacha Vapratama Samadhikarane. Then in the feminine you get the Pratyaya Tap, Ajadyata Shtap, and Anubandha Lopaha. Akasami Dirgha Vepamana, like Sita Lata Vepamana Yaha Shashti Ekavachanam. Then Mlai Harshakshaye at the Pratyakta Taktavatu Nishtha. Now one more thing, Adech Upadesha Shiti, you just learned last week. So Dhatu ending in H immediately becomes Akarantaha. If we know, as long as the Shit Pratyaya is not going to be coming, this immediately becomes Mla. The important sutram here is this one, 8243. So Nishtha Takara becomes Nakara by 8243. 8243. If you want to do some homework, look at this sutram. Sanyoga Aderato. Dhatur Yenvataha. Dhatu is Mlai. Should be Sanyogadi Dhatu. Ending in Akaraha. Should be yen. There should be yen in that sanya. There should be a yen in that. One more time. Dhator ad. So sorry. Sanyog ader ataha dhatoho yen vataha. What happens? Nishthato naha. If you have dhatu which is beginning with a sanyogaha, dhatu is ending in an akaraha, and there's a yen in there. There's a yen in there. Look at the sutram. So we have dhatu is mla over here after applying 6145, you adech upadesha shiti. So dhatu is mla. It is sanyogadi. It ends in akaraha. It has the yen. Hayavarat land. The lakara is there. So we have to apply 8243. Nishthato naha. Nishthatakara se nakara desha bhavati. Becomes mlana. So if you want to do some homework, look at 8243. And ta pratyaha and usual. Parimlana has gati samasaku gati pradaya. Now Janaki. This is why we're talking to Ravi last class. It's the word Janaki, interesting word. Janaki, okay. Normally the Vivaksha clearly is Tasyapatyam, Stri. Janakasyapatyam Stri Janaki. So the female, descendant of Janaka. And the Adhikara here is Tasyapatyam, it starts from 4192, Tasyapatyam. Okay. The D for Pratyaya An comes from 4183, Pragdivyato Anna. Now, there is an important sutram which says Atai, which says that if you have a, that one is 4195. If you have Adanta Pradipadikam, we in the Adhikara of Nyap Pradipadika starts from 412. Also Adhikara of Taditaha. So if you were like Dasharathasya Patyam Puman, become Dasharatihi. So Dasharatha's son is Dasharatihi. Comes in Gita, Saumadattisthataivacha, Saumadattisthataivacha, Saumadattihi. So now why don't we see if we get the Pratyaya Arn, and then it will become so if you get the Pratyaya E, then how will you get the feminine form Janaki? We want the Pratyaya Arn to come over there. We don't want the An to be overruled by Atai. So very briefly for right now for the class is that the default pratyaya an is coming from prag divyato an. Now, but the pratyaya is janaka. Janaka is in akaraha. So pratyaya an would overrule the pratyaya an. We don't want that. Why do we not want that? Because we want to apply 4115 tiddhani. The pratyaya an will be in the pratyaya neep in the feminine, make it janaki. We have to get the pratyaya neep somehow in there. So that is why we need janaki. So now how do we get the an back? And I'm going too fast, but I want to give you some idea. If you want to do some homework, look at the sutram Shivadibhyo an. This brings the an back, the Shivadi Ganaha. Unfortunately, the word Janaka, probably we will not find the word Janaka in Shivadi Ganaha. So you have to extend the Gana, become Akriti Ganaha, Shishta Prayoga Vashat. That's one way out, is to include the Janaka and the Shivadibhyo an. Put the an pratyaya back. So you basically stop the apavada of atai. You overrule that by Shivadibhyo an. So that would be the sutram Shivadibhyo an, which is number 41112. Then once you get Shivadibhyo an, you can read the form Janaki. Or the second way is that, which is not a very good way because the clear meaning is Janaka's daughter. Another way is that you can bring the pratyaya an in a different meaning by tasyedam, in the sense of what that means. So Janaki was one who belonged to Janaka, not his daughter necessarily, in that vivaksha, belonged to Janaka. Tasyedam, which is 43120, tasyedam, so bring the pratyaya in different meaning, tasyedam, mean the same pratyaya an in a different meaning by tasyedam. So the steps will be like this. Take Janaka. Janakasyapatyam Sri Janaki would be the correct vivaksha. Then tasyaha janakyaha. So pratyaya an by Shivadibhyo an, you get the supluk. Then adivriddhi by taditeshvacham adehe become Janaka, and then yachibham yasyeti cha, and then pratyaya ni by 4115 becomes Janaki. Otherwise, you can bring in the shesha vivaksha and the adhikar of sheshe in all miscellaneous meanings. Sheshe starts from I think 4292. There the pratyaya an can be used tasyedam by 43120. Get the same steps, but I think we should probably use this one if the vivaksha is better over here, because clearly Janaki is Janaka's daughter, not just somebody who belongs to him. So these are the problem, but you have to somehow get the pratyaya an either by Shivadibhyo an in tasyapatyam or tasyedam 43120. Now tatkalika, such asav kalaha tatkalaha, that time. Then tatkalika is a special vartikam under 42116. Says tatkala, it is this pratyaya thai come by apadadi purva padat kalat. 42116. 42116. We can look very quickly. 42116. 42116. 42116. What happens over here is that this adhikara of sheshe starts from 4292, and Panini gives these various rules to the end of 42 and also beginning of 43. Just talk which pratyaya is going to come. Various pratyayas he puts in place. Doesn't say which meaning, but they can go in the variety of meaning which comes in the sheshe adhikaraha. And one of them is tatra bhavaha. Tatra bhavaha meaning comes. Tatra bhavaha. So what happens is that we take this vartikam under 42116. If you want, we can look very briefly at. I'm sorry, I know we have to at least do some vyakaranam. I know this is not vyakaranam class, but to give you some flavor, 42116, the pratyaya thai is being used. For those of you who want to do some homework, give at least some pointers. So it says that, in fact, the word kashika. How about that? The word kashika comes from this sutram. Kashyadibhyash. Tiny toe. The pratyaya tiny and nyit comes after the word kashi, etc. So that which occurs in kashi is kashika, become kashiki or kashika. So the word kashika vritti means that which occurs in which I can it's any of the sheshika meanings pratyaya can come. So here it says apadadi purvat kalat. So tatkalika comes from tatkalika. So Kashi Tevamadibhya ठञ् ङिच इत्येतौ प्रत्यय भवता शैशिकौ. So then we use that pratyaya, and then I think we can use tatra bhavaha to get the meaning of tatkalika. So we get the pratyaya thai. Then by tasya ikaha by 7350, the ta becomes ika. One more complication here is that the pratyaya by the sutram chutu, the ta should be an it by chutu. Pratyayadi chavarga tavarga it syat. But vachana samarthyat, because Panini says tasya ikaha, means the ika adesha for ta. So then we cannot make ta as an it, just like the sutram lasya. We cannot make lakar as an it. Then lasya has no meaning, right? So same thing, tasya ikaha, the tasya has no meaning. In 7350, if you make takar as an it by chutu. So vachana samarthya, takar it sanyana bhavati. So we get the ika adesha, and then the in place of ta, so ta becomes ika. And then usual adivriddhi 72117 yachivam yasyati cha tatkalika. Avasthanam vishesha avastha vishesha. We already varnayitum, we already talked about varnayitum, nothing special. Idagama varnayitum, then nich pratyaya, echo yava yavaha, and then guna adesha, savadhatakaradhakayoho, and then echo yava yavaha. Then vishinashti, this is in the rudhadi ganaha. I won't take your time. If you want to practice this, go to the website. We've done these forms, the pratyaya which goes in the middle here by middachontyat paraha, and we get the form vishinashti, this pratham purusha ekvachanam lat lakaraha. Then aparayan, same the dhatu para churadi ganaha, we get the form pari, and then the present participle form like chorayat, we get parayat, and then anuma. So this is upamana, dhatu mang mane. This comes in 2-3 ganas, means to measure. So upamiyate anena iti upamanam. We go to do this in the coming Wednesday class. We'll be doing this in detail. This is karnadikaranayoscha. Karnadikaranayoscha. Karnadi pratyaya lyut is used. Like, that by which you do. Like the word tarjani, lekhani, So these are word lekhani, that by which you write. Sanjeevani vidya, that by which you make somebody alive. So, so this pratyaya lut comes not only bhave, but karnadikaranayoscha. And when it comes karnadikaranayoscha, it does not necessarily neuter. One more thing. So even though the lit which comes in bhave is neuter, but the karnadikaranayoscha should not necessarily neuter. So that by which you measure, you compare is upamana. Then aneka, na eka, aneka means many. Then so that's a negative purushaha. Then na lopo naiha tasman dudachi becomes aneka 637374. Then that goes into a karmadharya compound with upamana. So anekani shatani upamanani, aneka upamanani. Upakramate, how about that one? Atmanepadam. This class in the first class we had today. A good look at 13, didn't we have? Look at this number 1342. You should immediately know something about the padavyavastha. Atmanepadam parasyapadam. From 1312, apada samaptehe padavyavastha prakaranam, which is, you get because from 1312 starts anudatta mita atmanepadam. And up to the end of 1.3, Panini says, where to put atmanepadam, where to put parasyapadam. From 1378 starts sheshat kartari parasyapadam. Look at this number 1342. It must be a atmanepada vidhanam. So propabhyam samarthabhyam, when the pro and upa are in the same meaning, strange sutram, then in that case the dhatu krama will take atmanepadam. So when with the upasarga pra and upa in their common meaning, which means to commence. So propabhyam prarambhe ityava suvacham. So when the upasarga pra or upa is used with dhatu kram, this is I think what's the dhatu ravi kramu padavikshepe, I think it's padavikshepe. Kramu padavikshepe means to step.
Yes, padavikshepe.
Padavikshepe, right? Yeah, kramu padavikshepe. But when it comes, when upasarga is it is pra or upa in the sense of prarambhe, then we get the atmanepadam. So that is 1342. We got the Atmanepadam by 1342, Propabhyam, Samarthabhyam 1342. So pra upaitiyate abhyam parasmat kramater Atmanepadam bhavati tau chet propau samarthau samanarthau tulyartha bhavataha. Okay. So in short, dhatu krama with pra and upa in the sense of commencement, then gets Atmanepadam. Then varjane, I told you, varjane to exclude. It's a churadi ganaha, becomes varji, then you get the dhatu sanya vasanadhyanta dhatavaha. And same like, varnayitum, varjitum, same steps. Then avarjitum is a gati samasa, kugati pradaya. Okay, let's see. You ready, sir, Balaramji? Next one. Samikshamanam rudatim aninditam supakshma tamrayata shukla lochanam anuvratam ramam ativa maithilim pralobhayamasa vadhaya ravanaha. Okay, Padacheda Ravi, right? If you are there, Ravi, can you Padacheda
Yes,
for us? Okay, go ahead.
Samikshamanam.
Samikshamanam. Correct.
Rudatim.
Rudatim.
Aninditam.
Aninditam.
Supakshma tamrayata shukla lochanam.
Samastapadam, correct. It's a Bahuvri Samasaha. Supakshma tamrayata shukla lochanam. So it's Supakshma tamra ayata shukla and lochana. Okay. Then Anuvratam. Ramam. Ativa. Maithilim.
Pralobhayamasa.
Vadhaya. Ravana. Even Ativa technically is Ativa or Ativa. I mean, we can take it in a single padam. Some of these, like, Avyas get combined like that. It's hard to figure out which one padam or separate padam. Doesn't matter anyway. Ativa. Okay, well, let's start. So Ravana is Ravana. Now, to his own destruction, what is that?
Ravana.
To his own destruction. What does that mean? No. No. Destruction for his own death, for his own demise. Chaturthi Ekavachana. Vadhaya, which was conducive, which led to his own destruction.
What was the thing that you said about destruction without two dhatus? Lub and something.
Oh, the glai and mlai.
Oh,
those two. Those are not like death. Those are to like be depressed, to be weak, emaciated, to be like put down, But this vadha means you are dead basically. Vadha is death. So yeah, this is dhatu han, by the way. The dhatu han gives the form vadha. This is not that. Okay, so to his destruction, the two is his chaturthi, vadhaya. Now sought to seduce. That's the one which you gave. Which one was that? You just gave it to me. That is this one. Pralobhayamasa. Lubh is to be greedy. Lobha, right? So pralobha is to entice. Pralobhayamasa means he enticed her. Seduce. Sita is the princess of Mithila, is straightforward, right?
Maithili.
So, Maithili. Then who was looking around? This one. Samikshamanam, like Vartamana, like so. So this is the present participle. Dhatu iksha. This Ravi is put down here. Iksha darshane comes in Gita. Ikshate yoga yuktatma sarvatra samadarshanaha. Yomam pashyati sarvatra sarvam chamai pashyati. Tasyaham pranashyami chamai pranashyati. Chapter 6 of Gita. Ikshate yoga yuktatma. It comes in other places also of Gita. So Yomam pashyati sarvatra sarvam chamai pashyati. Sarvabhutas ikshate. Samikshanam is to look around, to inspect, to kind of surveying around. Samikshamanam. By this time you can recognize the mana, the pratyashanash with the mukha agamaha, like vartamana, etc. like that, labhamana. Okay. Then who was weeping? Next word.
Rudatim.
Rudatim, rudatim. It's a present part. This is not the verb. It's a present participle like gachantim, kurvatim, rudatim, rudati pratipadikam. It's also a vartamana kudantaha is a present participle. Rudatim. Then irreproachable, irreproachable as she was. Yes?
Aninditam.
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 Indita means, of course, means something who has been criticized, deplored. Anindita means she was beyond reproach. She was a reproach as she was. Now comes the whole big compound. Had large, reddish, and white eyes with beautiful lashes. This whole
Supakshma Tamra.
Supakshma Tamrayata Shukla Lochana. Okay, can you connect these words? What is large? Ayatanavan bhavati. Ayata.
Oh,
So, ayam is to like vyayamaha, to stretch. So yam is to control, ayam is to like to stretch. So ayata means like stretched out, wide, broad, English broad eyes. So ayata. Reddish is
Supakshma?
no. Try again.
Oh.
Tamra.
Tamra. Oh, Tamra. Yes.
Copper colored.
Mhm.
Tamra is copper colored. White is
Shukla.
Shukla. Eyes is
Lochana.
Lochana. Of course, the Bovary compound, which is that Lochana. With beautiful is the Shobhana. Then lash is the
Pakshma.
Pakshman Pradipadikam. That's the one difficult word, Pakshman. So Pakshman. We'll go to the compound detail. Supakshma is like Sugriva, so which is one who has, she had good. So this is qualifying the eyes now. So this is the Bahuvri compound inside a Bahuvri compound. Because Sita had eyes, and the eyes were such that they had beautiful eyelashes. So this is a Bahuvri compound inside a Bahuvri compound. So we'll do all the details in a second. So basically, one who had eyes, Sita, which were broad, which were reddish, reddish means prante tamra. So tamra varnani. So tamra varne means means in the corners they were in the corner of the eyes, which is understood from the meaning. The corners were kind of pinky reddish, while the rest of it was white, and they were broad eyes, and she had eyes which had these good, beautiful eyelids. Okay, and was excessively. What is that? Excessively?
Anuvratam? No.
Ativa.
Devoted is Anuvratam.
Yeah, Anuvrata. It is Ativa.
Ativa. Oh, I didn't see that.
Ativa. So as if extra, as if too much. Ativa. Ati means like excess. Ativa.
Does it share the same root as Adhika?
No, that Adhika is, Adhika is a special word, I think, In fact, I think Panini has a special sutram for Adhika. I think he does. He has like Adhikam. There is a sutram called Adhikam, I think. He has one Adhikam sutram for Adhikam. There it is. So he has one Adhikam sutram for the word Adhikam. The Adhika is a very special form. No, Adhika is come from, I think, let me see, what number is that? See, anytime Panini use special rule, you should always remember that, because there is some very good reason why he's doing that. So he says that it's in Nipataha, Adhyarudha becomes Adhika. Don't ask me how, but Adhi plus Arudha, which is kind of, Arudha is climb, Adhyarudha, which is like climb on top, means the extra, he is over the top. One who's over the top is Adhika. Adhyarudha. So basically the Arudha is gone and it takes the Kan Pratyaya, becomes Adhika. So yeah, technically speaking, no. Because Adhika has the word is from Adhyarudha. The Arudha Bhaga takes Lopaha, and then we get the Kan as Adhika. Adhikam. Yeah, no, this is just an Avya. Ati and Eva both in Avya Dvayam. Two Avyas, Adi Atriva. Devoted is Anuvrata. And Rama is Shri
Rama.
Okay.
Can you also tell me what Sugriva means? Sugriva?
Same thing as here, right? So if this one is what, this one is, if you say, Shobhanani Pakshmani Yasya Tat Lochanam. It is an eye who has beautiful eyelids. So Shobhana Griva Yasya Saha Sugrivaha. So one who has a nice neck, strong neck, So that is like Sushruta. So the Su, this means in the sense of good, So Sulochana also, a word like Sulochana you have, right? Sulochana. So Shobhane Lochane Yasyaha Sa, one who has beautiful eyes. So when you have Su plus some body part, basically means one who has good of that body, whatever that part is. So okay. Now some quick Vyakaranam. This I will not do anymore. Ikshadarshane, same thing here, the Pratyaya Shanach, Natashatri Shanach, Chava Pratama, Samadhikarane. Very straightforward. All the steps are the same. Again, thanks to Ravi, took a lot of steps. The Muk Agamaha by Ane Muk. We just did that in last time we just did that. Pratyaya top, put the top on top, right, in the feminine. Ajadyata top. And then, of course, finally we get the Nattam also over here by Atkapmang Numyavayapi. Then again the same thing, similar thing. In this case, Dhatu Ridir is the Prasipadi Dhatu. You're still getting Shanash, we get the Pratyaya Shatru, present participle. Because remember, left Prasipadam, Tangana, Atmanipadam. So only the tongue and the ana, tongue pratyaya means the ta, ata, amja, etc. Those 9 pratyayas, and the ana pratyaya get the sanya of Atmanipadam. Any other pratyaya in place of la will get the prasipada with the sanya. So Shatru came in place of lat. So it is prasipadam, so dhatus, prasipadi dhatus, we get Shatru. And we get the form Rudat. Rudat is Adadiganaha, Adiprabhuddhibhya Shapa Shap. Look at the form Rudat. And then in the Striyam, because the Pratyaya Shatru is a Ugit, Ugitascha Sutram comes in and puts the Pratyaya Nipa Rudati. The one thing here is that we had studied in this class, in Vyakarana class, we have studied. I hope you should remember those 4 rules, those 4 very confusing rules, which is the Nabhyasta Chatu, which we use in the class today. Vanapumsakasya. So these are stopping and optionally stopping the Numagamaha, which was coming from Ugitacham Savanama Sthaniya Dhatoho. But then come Achiradyor Num and Shapshanor Nityam. So thankfully for us, Panini kindly put the Num again, thank God for that, because this is a new Vidhanam, Apraptasya Vidhanam. And this is Praptasya Nishedha. So these two, 78, 79, 80, 81, they share a common aspect. They're about the Num Pratyaya. But there is a big difference between the first 2 and the second 2. The second 2 are prescribing a Num Agamaha, while the first 2 are stopping or optionally stopping a Num which is already coming from 7170. Right now, we have Achi Nadyo Num, Nadi, because Rudati is ending in the pratyaya Nip, it's basically a Stri pratyaya E. So if we had a Avarnantam Angam for the Shatru pratyaya, then we would have had the pratyaya, the Num Agama coming maybe optionally, maybe Nityam, but right now the Angam is Ruddha. The Shatru pratyaya Angam is Ruddha. So we do not apply 7180 or 81. Don't forget these 4 rules. 7178, 79, 80, 81. Very, very confusing. The favorite exam questions all the time. And right now we look at 80, 81, but that requires Ad, Avarnantad. Shatru pratyasya. Shatru is Angam for Shatru is Ruddha. Dakarantam. So that's why these don't apply. There's no Num Agamaha. Nindita Dhatu Nidhi Kutsayam, something who's criticized, deplored, despised. So Anubandha Lope Nid Num Agamaha Idito Num Dhatoho, and then Pratyakta. This is Nishtha Pratyaha Taktavatu Nishtha. Sutram also is Nishtha. And then what happens is that with the Ida Agamaha. But then what happens is that the 6424 Anidita Bhalupadaya Kinif doesn't apply here. Even though the pratyaya was kit, is a kit pratyaya, the pratyakta, you have upadhanakaraha, you have everything satisfied, but the sutra says Aniditam. Aniditam. This dhatu nidhi has the ikar as an it. This nakara came because of the idit. Iditvanum dhatu. So that nakara will not drop by 6-4-24. 6-4-20 says aniditam. Hala upadhaya kiniti. So all the other conditions are satisfied for 6-4-24. But we don't get nakar lopaha. But this nakara came via the idit. That will not drop by 6-4-24 because Panini specifically says, aniditam. This is an idit dhatu. So even though you have nakara upadha is there, even though pratyaya following is a kit pratyaya, but it doesn't matter. If it's a idit dhatu, then we don't get nakara lopa. So 6-4-24 does not apply. Then pratyaya top comes on top, and we get, the usual rules. And then nadindita anindita, the nyangitat purushaha na lopo nanyaha. Now, shobhadani pakshmani yasyatas yes. Yes, Ravi.
Satish, there's a typo here. Nanindita. Should it be a dirgha?
Nindita.
Prior to that.
Oh, yeah. There's a typo. Yes. Thank you, Ravi. I'm going too fast. Please correct, Ravi. Thank you.
Yeah, I'll do it.
She should be, Ravi is right. Nindita we have. Should be anindita. There's a typo here. Thank you, Ravi. Anindita. There's a typo. Should be na nindita. Is anindita. So it should be a dirgha at the end. Oh, thank you. I'm noting is Ravi's comments. Yeah. Ravi had put a comment earlier about the dhatu shak in chapter 11. Natumam shakyase drashtum. Yeah. That's also shloka in chapter 11. Drashtum shakyase, the dhatu shak with the tumun, chapter 11. And also in the Rudra Prathaha, we have this tamraha. Asau yastamro arunot babrusu mangalaha. So tamraha. The tamra, we had this tamra. Tamra is when the rising sun is copper colored sun. So tamraha comes in Rudra Pata, Rudra Prashnaha. The word tamra comes in there. Asau yastamro aruna uttababrus. So that comes in Rudra Prashnaha. So that one. Thank you, Ravi. And now the last thing is, the Bahuvri compound. So first we form this Bahuvri compound, supakshma, lochanam. So shobhadani pakshmani yasyata supakshma. Sauyastamro arunata babrustu mangalaha. Yeah, tamra comes in Rudram, correct. Okay, so the shobhanani pakshmani yasyata supakshma. Pradipadikam, Pakshman Pradipadikam, and then in one single shot we can make the entire Bahuvri compound, which is Supakshmani, and Krodhena, Rodanena, Va Tamre. This one the commentary, because they were pink on account of her anger or because of her crying. The eyes were pink, reddish eyes. Then Tamra Prante, they were reddish in the corners. Then Ayate Shukle Lochane Yasyaha Sa. Ravi, one more typo, Ravi. It should be Yasyaha. Yasyaha sa, Ravi. There's a typo here. This is my typo. Sukshma tamrayata shukla lochana. The good news in Bahuvri is that Sutram is aneka vanya padarthe. So you can form in one shot. You can make the entire compound. You don't have to go step by step. Anekam samasyate. So you can make it. You don't have to go. So you can make this compound in one step. Supakshmani tamre ayate shukle lochane yasyaha sa. Then anukulam vratam karma yasyaha sa anuvrata. Is one whose actions are in consort with, so in accordance with the wish of Sri Rama. Anukula means not contrary, means in keeping with. So anuvrata, and then anu means anuvrata in this case basically. Anu means anukula in short. It's Bahuvri compound. Anukulam vratam means karma yasyaha sa anuvrata. And of course the pratyaya tap. And lubha vimohane, lubha comes from lobha, comes from that. So lobhayamasa we done many times before. Didn't repeat in the class today. Anuprayoga lit. In fact, in the Vyakaranam class, maybe in a couple of weeks, we see Anuprayoga lit. So we'll repeat these steps again at that time. So this is a causative form. The important thing is that when you get a causative form in the lit prayoga, you get anuprayoga lit. Like in Gita, darshayamasa, Vishwarupam darshayamasa. He made Arjuna see the Vishwarup, darshayamasa, ashvasayamasa. So these are all, when you see these forms, it's most of the time it is a causative form. The Sutram is 3135, which is the Kas pratyaya damamantre liti. So pratyaya is derived dhatu, and most common is nich. It will not take the dvitva, it will become anuprayoga lit. Pralobhayamasa, of course, upasarga pra. Okay, Vimsha Sarga, 20th, there will be two forms, Vimsha and Vimshattamaha. So Vimshaha or Vimshattamaha is 20th. Chatuvachanopanyasaihi Sitam Prati Pralobhayan Ravanaha Prarochana Purvam Swangikaram Prarthayate. You want to put the Chida for us, Ravi, for this one?
Chatuvachanopanyasaihi.
That is Samastam Padam, correct?
Sitam
Prati
Pralobhayan Ravanaha Prarochana Purvam
is Samastam Padam.
Swangikaram.
Swangikara. Swangi is an avyayam. It's Gati Sanya. Swangikaram. Prarthayate is the Tingantam Padam. You ready, Sir Balaramji? Let's try. So seeking to seduce. Yeah. I think take Pralobhayan, I think.
Okay.
I think we'll put Sitam Prati. We'll keep that as a combination. We'll use that. I think we use it with this one. I think with this one. So Pralobhayan. The same thing in Lub Dhatu.
Yeah.
So Pralobha is to entice, to seduce, to cause somebody to be greedy, kind of, means to make him, to entice somebody. So it's a causative form from Lubha. The same dhatu over here, Lubha Vimohane. So to entice somebody. So seeking to seduce is Pralobhayan. Sita is Sita. By means of coaxing words, Upanyasaihi. So Chatu is this Chatu is these kind of between lovers, the talk. Chatu is the sweet words between lovers, that is Chatu. So Chatu Vachana. So you can say, give the Vigravakyam, Chatu Rupani Vachanani. These words which were these seducing words, Rupani. And then Tesham Upadnyasaha. Upanyasaha means like putting them down, narrating, or kind of, placing them. Upanyasa is to place. So upanyasa is discoursing also. So discoursing with these words which are seductive words. Okay. Then or like coaxing words. Okay, fine. Coaxing words. Ravana is Ravana. Implores her is praise to her. No, prarthayate.
I thought it was a verb. Yeah, implores verb, yeah.
Implores, yes. Implores means request, kind of, praise, submissively asks, prarthayate. To accept him is, this is swangikaram. Angikaraha. Angikru. Technically means you make it a part of yourself. Means you accept. Angikara is acceptance. Angikara is acceptance. Angikaroti. And Swangikaroti means makes it part of himself. Means he accepts it, to accept. So Swangikara or Angikara is acceptance. So he requests acceptance. So this ikara coming over here, like says Spashtikaranam. Right? Shuklikaranam. So that these are all the Vishadikaranam. This is specific Tadhita formation. With the dhatu kru, bhu or as, like avyayi bhavaha. So these are these which when something is not that, transforms to that. That is, like, say, like spashti kriyate, means that which was not clear, the same thing is being made clear. There's a transformation. Shukli karanam means something which was not white is becoming white, transforms to white. And doing that, so something which was not a part, so swasyangam swangam means your own body, a part of you, something which is not a part of you, you make it a part of, it becomes a part of you. It's basically gets accepted. So that is the this pratyaya chvi. Chvi is actually the zero, but then this e, we'll go through the steps down here. So when you see this ikaraha coming at the end, with at the end of a pratipadikam, formed by kru, bhu, or as, then you try to suspect this form, pratyaya chvi. So chvi will either come, ikara will come, there might be an elongation at the end of dhatu, like lagu karanam, making light. Okay, so how to accept him? How about prarochana purvakam has not been translated? What would that be, you think? Prarochana purvakam. Dhatu ruchihi means liking, So he prays to her, he implores her to accept him happily. Prarochana Purakam preceded by liking. Prarochana is liking, delight. So he wants her to accept him gladly, with delight, basically, with delight, not just hesitatingly or grudgingly. So he requests Sita to accept him gladly. Prarochana Purvakam. So if you look at apte very quickly, prarochanam, dhatu is ruchihi. So rochate means to like, to prarochana purvakam, prarochana purvakam means preceded by, exciting, stimulating, seduction, exhibition. Interesting. I thought favorable description, presentation. So I guess maybe seduction, is it? Exhibition. Okay. Prarochana purvakam, prarochana artham to vritti patavartham. Okay. I was taking simply from dhatu ruchi, to accept him okay, with excitement, I guess. Okay, stimulating. All right, fine. I thought accept him gladly. I think that's a good meaning, I think, in this context. Okay, some vyakaranam chatu. I said chatu is this, this talk between lovers, seductive talk. So chatu rupani vachanani. So this chatu is a noun. You cannot qualify, vachana directly. So we have to make it chatu rupani vachanani. This is the shaka parthiva. So make it to supply something in between in order to make that pura padam, which is a noun. You try to make an adjective like shaka parthiva, shaka priya parthiva. So it's a vegetable loving king. We say vegetable king. Like in I told English, we get the examples too many times. Computer guy. Means computer cannot qualify the guy directly. Computer knowing guy, computer liking guy. So we make it like that. So same thing here. Chatu rupani vachanani. So these words or sentences which are in the form of these seductive talk. The vartikam is samadhikarane, samadhikaranadhikare, shaka parthavadinam upasankhyanam. So shaka priya parthiva becomes shaka parthiva, or chatuna vachanani. So these are sentences consisting of these kinds of words, these coaxing seductive words. You can make a shashti samas also. And then chatu vachananam upanyasaha. So this is a discoursing or conversation which is consisting of these words, which are like that, which are chatu, seductive or coaxing. So chatu vachananam atva chatu vachanaihi upanyasaha will also work. So discoursing using these words, either way. Anyway, it's a tatpurush samasa, that is fine. It's coming here. Then taihi chatu vachanopanyasaihi. Again, lubha vimohane. You get the pralov, same thing, the present participle. See, this because it's samshita varnanam. You'll have a lot of these words, doing this, being such, doing that. or having done, having done, having done. Because this is summary description. It's a summary description. It's a summary. So Sankshipta Varnanam. So we'll have a lot of these present participles and a lot of these Tvanta Pratyas, also Tvanta Shabdaha. So Dhatu Lubha again, Lobhi, Lubha Vimohane, to be kind of deluded, but to be also coming to Lobha also means greed. So but Lobhi, so to cause somebody to be greedy or deluded means to seduce that person. So particularly with the Upasarga Pra, same kind of step Pratya Shatra comes. Again, thanks to Ravi for the document. But nothing new. This is 3-1-24. Shatra Shana Chava Prathama Samadhi Karane. And the usual steps. Pralobhayat is Gati Samasaha. Oh, there's a typo here, Ravi. Should be 2-18. I put the wrong number, I think. Kugati Pradaya. Should be 2-18, not 2-8. 2-18. Then Pralobhayat decline it, like, step, Pashyan, Shunvans, Sprishan. So same thing like that. You get the Numagamaha by with the Sham Sarvanamasthane Dhatu. Okay, now, okay, then the Swasyangam Swangam, Shashti Samasaha, then Aswangam Swangam Sampadyate, something which is not a part of your, becomes a part of, gets transformed to become your own. So the same thing which was not your own becomes your own. And then doing that is Swangikaraha. So it's Pratyachvihi. Sutram is 5-4-50. If you want to look at the details, we have all this recorded in the Wednesday class in great detail. So if you want to you can listen to the recordings of the Wednesday class, look at the Sutram 5-4-50. Abhuta Tadbhave, something which is not that is now that. Krubvasti yoge, dhatu kru bhuvar as has to be used with that. Sampadyakartari, so that something it transforms itself. Chvihi. Pratya Chvihi is used. So the Chvi is a 0 because Upadesha Jananasika it, Upadesha Jananasika it, Chutu Virapuktasya. So you get a Tadita and you get Tadita Prayagaha. You get the word Swanga. So then, but that's it's under the condition that Kru or As has to be used with it. And the Sutram called Asya Chvau Angakaryam 7-4-32 brings the Ikaraha Asya Chvau. And then Swangi now gets the Gati Sanya by Sutram 1-4-61. Uryadi Chvidachascha. You behave like kind of like Upasarga. Upasarga is only Pradayaha, Kriya Yoga, Gatischa. So the as we mentioned many times, is that this Upasarga Sanya is only for Pradayaha Kriya Yoga. But the Gati Sanya is the Pradaya Kriya Yoga and also a number of other terms. One of them is this Chvyanta. This Chvyantam. So Avyayam, Chvyantam Avyayam. So this Swangi gets the Gati Sanya, and then we can form the Swangi Kru plus Pratyaya Ghi, Afko Dukrin Karane, and then become Karaha, Swangi Karaha, then Swangi Karam Ditya Ekavachanam, then Artha Prarthayate, nothing too special. Artha Upayachnyayam, which is to request, to beg, to ask. Pratyaya Nich comes here. So it's a Churadigana Adanta Dhatuhu. So Ato Lopaha, and then we get Arthi, then Latlakaraha, like Chorayate, Prarthayate, then Prarthayate Upasarga. Okay. Last verse for today. Let us take, we have time is running out now. So Piba Vihara, it's a very famous word, by the way. It's a very famous shloka, this one. Because this has a number of verbal forms. In fact, we saw this from the daily examples already. This particular verse, we already saw the daily examples. So Piba Vihara, Ramaswa, Bhungshva, Bhogan, Dhananichayam, Dhananichayam, this is a Pradisha Bhi. Pradisha Bhi it should be. Let me refresh it. I think I corrected that. Pradisha Bhi. This is a strange verse. Okay, I mean, this is a little bit Pradisha Bhi Medinim Cha Mai Lalane Yatha Sukham Tvam Tvaicha Sametya Lalantu Bandhavaste Piba Vihara Ramasabunksha Bhogan Dhananichayam Pradisha Bhi Medinim Cha Mai Lalane Yatha Sukham Tvam Tvaicha Sametya Lalantu Bandhavaste. Padacheda Ravi, try that.
Yes, Piba
Vihara
Ramaswa
Ramasva.
Bhunkshva.
Bhunkshva.
Bhogan.
Bhogan.
Dhananichayam.
Dhananichayam.
Pradisha.
Pradisha.
Abhi.
Abhi.
Medinim.
Medinim.
Cha.
Cha.
Mai.
Mai.
Lala.
Lala.
Lalane.
Lalane.
Yathasukham.
Yathasukham.
Tvam.
Tvam.
Tvai.
Tvai.
Cha.
Cha.
Sametya.
Sametya.
Lalantu.
Lalantu.
Bandhavaha.
Bandhavaha.
Te.
Te. Te. Tavate. Ladies, sir, Ramji, you ready? Let's try this one. I think you should get most of these. You should get most of these. Okay, how about drink?
Piba.
Piba. Sport.
I'm going with the order now.
Yeah, in the order. Yathakramam. So, vihara. Vihra. Is dhatu. R is notorious for that, right? Apaharaha, viharaha, praharaha, samharaha. This is famous for this. Dhatu is famous for that. Is a famous verse for this. That it takes, upasarga balat. Artha. Niyate anyatra niyate. Niyate anyatra niyate. Anyatra niyate. It takes the meaning, gets carried to some other place with upasarga. So r is to take away, to abduct, but vir is to sport, to revel, to kind of enjoy. Okay, revel, and his next word, revel is
Ramyate iti Rama Ramasva.
Yeah, so it is Ramante asmin iti Ramaha. So Ramante yoginaha asmin iti Ramaha. So one in whom the yogis delight is Ramaha. Correct. Ramaswa. And enjoy. So next one, right? Bhunkshva. Comes in Gita. Bhunkshva Rajyam Samruddham. You enjoy the whole kingdom is what Krishna tells Arjuna. So Bhunkshva Rajyam Samruddham. So don't worry, I've already killed all these people. You fight.
11,
Yes, correct, Ravi. Thank you. What number do you think, Ravi? Mayite nihata.
somewhere in the middle.
Yeah, somewhere in the middle. I might guess it's 35-ish. Let's try. I'm saying 35-ish. Because I know it comes after about, it should be around 35-ish. Let's see how close I am. No, I was off by 2. It's 33 number. Here it is. Tasmat muttishta yasho labha. So therefore stand up. Yasho. In fact, same thing in this. You see, you have the same kind of verb. You have yasho labhasva. So you attain success. Jitva shatrun, having conquered enemies. Bhunkshva rajyam samruddham. You enjoy the prosperous kingdom. Mayived, of course, is famous verse of Gita. Mayivete ni maya eva ete. Mayivaite nihata purumeva. I've already killed all these warriors. Nimittamatram bhavasavya. You only become the incidental cause. Okay, Bhunkshva is come. Bhunkshva rajyam samruddham. Okay. Next one is pleasures. What is that?
Bhogan.
So I think bhujyate iti bhogaha. I think that which is enjoyed. Bhogaha. Bestow.
Is it Pradisha?
No, Pradisha.
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 Oh, I see.
So this is Abhi, that Abhi, this is a strange for usage, I must say. In fact, we had a typo earlier, we had Pradishami. Because Ravana is talking, right? Pradishami also makes sense. I will kind of grant. I will ordain. I will prescribe. Pradisha is to, to kind of, Disha is to show, to direct. Like Pradisha is to, like Pradesha, like that which is shown. Pradisha is Pradesha. It's the area. I think that which is pointed to point out. So, but like I will grant. But it is actually Pradesha Abhi. Abhi, the comment says Abhitaha, means all around. So grant, or direct, or basically ordain all around, bestow. This is understood on your relatives. The store of wealth is straightforward, right? What is that?
Dhana Nichayam.
Nichaya. Chi chayane. Chi is to collect together, to pile up. So nichayaha, chayaha, sanchayaha. Comes in Gita. Yes, not nichayaha but sanchayaha. Comes in Gita. Anyayenartha sanchayan comes in Gita. Always keep the Bhagavad Gita playing in the back of your mind, always scanning the Gita all the time. So it comes in Gita, anyayen artha sanchayan. So it's people who are demonic tendency, they make money by illegal means. Those who have collected money by illegal means, anyayen artha sanchayan. Where is coming? Devusasha proktaha. Here it is. Anyayen artha sanchaya. So they strive to collect money. In fact, the same artha sanchaya. Right now we have dhana nichaya. Similar usage, right? So we have dhana nichaya. In Gita we have artha sanchaya. So, but they want to amass wealth illegally. These people of demonic tendencies. Anyway, so it comes in Gita. Dhatu is ching chaya. So chayaha is like something which is like word chitta, right? Chitta is a funeral pyre, of course, but sanchayaha is nichayaha is a something which is a pile or a collection or a store of wealth. Okay, that you will own, that's in brackets, but as well as is cha. The earth,
Medini.
That will be yours. Enjoy. I think
Lala.
No, I think Lala.
I see.
Lala, I think it's to sport, to frivol, kind of frolic, to kind of have fun, basically. And Lalana also comes from that, one who has fun. So, which means a young woman. So, Lala. Let's see what Apte says. Lalanam, I think also means to fondle, Lalanam, Lalayati, right? Lalanam is to cause to be happy. So to what's the English word for lalanam? Is to so lala is to play, to move, to sport, to frolic. That's what I thought. You kind of have fun, basically. Lala. Lalayati is to cause, to fondle, to coax. That's lalayati. Lalanam. So lala means you sport, you frolic, you have fun, basically. Have fun. All these are lot lakara mundhe purusha ekvachanam. Piba, vihara, hemasva, bhunkshva, pradisha, lala. That's why this verse is famous. It has these sets of verbs, which are back to back. Okay. Enjoy you life, I think is the same lala, I think is it lala. According to your pleasure, what about that? Which one is that, sir? No.
Twai.
No. Yatha sukham. As per your sukham anatikramya. Yatha vidhi, right? Means not transgressing that thing, whatever it might be. Yatha likhitam. So means as it is written, as per your happiness, as per your
I was
pleasure.
looking for your first.
Your is no. Tvam is you. That is the you, by the way. The tvam is the you back here. You. Because tvam is the prathama ekvachanam. So you enjoy. You have fun. And then as per your pleasure. As you please. Yathecham. As you wish. Means not transgressing your pleasure. Means as per your happiness. So sukham anatikramya. Anatikramya means not going beyond that. Means in accordance with, as per your wish, as per your happiness, depending on me. That is the
Mai something.
Yeah, that's Mai is left hanging over there. This Mai is on me. So Mai is just means on me. You extend it depending on me. Yes, correct. Mai is on me. So that's not a complete. But from the context, like in me, delight in me. Chris, you can also delight in me, depending on me. So I think Mai ashrita, depending on it. Ashrita is understood. It is not in the. It is only from the context. So on me is Mai, but depending is from the context. Oh, beloved one, from what do you think? Lalane. Lalane. Lalana is again, Lala is one who sports, frolics, enjoys. It's a young woman, basically, young woman. Lalana. Let's see what Apti says. Lalana, what does it say? Same dhatu lal, So it is one who the doer of that. So la la na, la la na. Lana is a woman in general, okay, a wanton woman. Yeah, one who has fun. It's a woman who has fun, basically. So that is, he says a beloved one. Okay, he says that. It's not exactly that, but it's and is cha reaching your presence.
Is it Bandhavaste?
Sametya.
Oh, I thought Sametya is relatives.
No, Bandhava is relatives.
Oh, Bandhu, Bandha.
Bandhu becomes Bandhava. In fact, Ravi has a certain Bandhu and Bandhava same form. Yeah, I was saying Ravi also is Yatha Shakti. The Yatha Sukham Yatha Shakti, same thing, Yatha Shakti. So in accordance to your ability, Yatha Shakti. In accordance with, so Yatha, in accordance with your happy, with your pleasure. So Sametya is Pratya, Tva becomes Lyap, Sametya. So like, comes in Gita, Samavetaha, Yutsavaha, very first look of Gita, right? Dharma Kshetre, Kurukshetre, Samaveta, Yutsavaha, Sam Ava Ita. You don't have Ava, you have Sam A Ita, Sam A E, in Gatau. So, yes, so the Sam A plus Dhatu E. So having done that, having come together, means having reaching your presence is having come together. Let enjoy life is
Lalantu?
Lalantu. Same thing. Lala is Madhya Purusha Ekvachanam. Lalantu is Pratham Purusha Bhuvachanam. And Bandhavas, we just said that relatives. And te is Tavate, your relatives. Te. So, and enjoy life is understood from that. Lalantu, enjoy life, to have fun. So this thing in the Ramayanam with the Gita plus translation, if you keep on doing, really you should try this, because I have done this. You just keep on looking at the translation and try to match the shloka. So it's a wonderful, wonderful thing. Of course, you will have to make some guesses, you need the commentary and so on. But, it will increase your knowledge tremendously. The number of usages which come, different compounds. The level of difficulty is about the same as Gita, roughly speaking. It's not like, like Srimad Bhagavatam. That's the different level. This one is, it really gets you ready for the Bhagavatam, really. The Ramayana will get you ready for Srimad Bhagavatam. You will not be afraid of Bhagavatam if you read Ramayana thoroughly first. So, let's see, time is running out. Okay, give me 5 minute stops. Okay, let me finish the class. So, Dhatu Pa Pane. This was come in the daily exam many times. So, Pibati. So the only thing here is Sutram 7378, Pa, Gra, Dma, etc. So Pa gets the Piba Adesha, Shiti Parataha. So because Shap is coming, Pa becomes Piba. So Piba is the same, this Ato He, Madhya Purusha Ek Vachanam. If you want to practice this form, you can search for 7378, Pa, Gra, Dma. So Pa, Dinam, Piba, Deha, Adesha, Sihu, Shiti Parataha. That one, then Ato He Madhya Purusha Ekvachanam, just like Bhava or Likha or Patha, same thing. Then Ring Harane, then same thing here. Vihara is also Madhya Purusha Ekvachanam, Lot. This Pratyaya Shap comes in here, Guna Adeshaha, Hara, and Vihara is Upasarga V. Ramasya is Apnipadam, so you get Savabhyam Vamau. Savab, so first you get Thasas Se. Ametaha would have come, but comes Savabhyam Vamau. So this is 3491. Again, this comes in the daily examples many times. Savabhyam Vamau. We had many examples already in the daily examples. Again, thanks to Ravi for the notes. And then Bhuja, only thing I want to point out for Bhuja is that, in fact, we had the form Bhungshva, the daily examples. We already had that. So you can look at Bhungshva. One thing I point out here is that Bhujo Navane. Bhujo Navane. Bhuja comes in two meanings. Palana Bhyavaharayoho means to protect or to eat, consume, enjoy. But it is Anavane, when it's not in the meaning of protecting, any other meaning. It only take Atmanepadam. In Gita, only Atmanepadam. Bhunjate chetugam papaha. Yo bhunkte stena eva saha comes in Gita. So Bhujo Navane, Bhujo Navane. Anavane in the meaning of not protection. Not in the meaning of protection. If it's not that meaning of protection, then any other meaning, to enjoy, to eat, to consume, to experience, whatever. All those meanings, it's going to take only Atmanepadam. Steps are, you can practice on the website. Pratyashnam, Rudhadiganaha, and you get Shnasoral Lopaha. There's Sandhikaryam over here. Dhanasya Nichayaha, straightforward. Dhana Nichayaha, Shashti Samasaha. Then Disha, again the same thing. Madhyapurusha, Ekvachanam, Lot, Atohe. This is the Tudadiganaha, because the Ika didn't take Guna Adesha. From that, Tena Nyayate, Atra Shap Nasti iti. If Shap had been there to become Desha, but because Puganda Lagupatascha was stopped by Kiniticha, the Pratya Tudadibhya Sha came in here. And because of Sarvadhatukam Apit Nitvat, so by Kiniticha we stopped the Gunadesha. Then Lala is same thing. Pandipurusha Ekavachanam, nothing special, Pratya Vadiganaha. Then Sukhamanatik, this is Avibhava Samasaha. If you want to do some homework, it's 216. Sukhamanatikramya. 216 is a sutra, is a long sutram. 216. And this Amvyayam is compounded with a Subantam in these various meanings. Vibhakti, Samipa, Samruddhi, Vriddhi, Artha, Bhava, Atyaya, Asamprati, Shabda, Pradurbhava, Paschad, and Yatha. The meaning of Yatha is Yatha has 4 meanings. One of them is Anadikramya. It is, in accordance. If you want to do some homework, look at 216, or in our Wednesday class is going to be coming in the next few weeks. Avibhava Samasaha. So Yatha Sukham is Sukham Anatikramya, not transgressing. So we see an Avyam as the first part of the compound. You can suspect an Avibhava Samasaha. So because the Sutram 216 starts with Avyayam, an Avyam compound. Avyam is Prasamanidishtam. In the Sutram 216, Avyam is Prasamanidishtam. It gets Upasajana Sanya by 1243. Upasajanam Puram by 2230. So that's why when you see an Avyam as the first part of a compound, you can suspect Avibhava Samasaha. And the ending is coming by 2483. And I know time is up. Kaloti vartate. Time is going beyond. So Na vibhava datoam to panchamyaha. You can look at this sutram. Because normally Avyayam should be Avyayam. Should have been Yatha Sukha. How it become Yatha Sukham? That's by 2483. Look at that one for homework. And then Sametya in Gatau. Again, Pratyaktvakam Samankritika Purvakale. From a compound, Gati Samasa, Kugati Pradeha, Sama A, this Lyap, Lyappadesha takes place by, so Gati Sanya for Sama A, Gati Samasa, Kugati Pradeha, then Samasanyam Purvektvo Lyap, and then what happens? The Tuk Agama comes by Rasvasya Kriti Tuk. Only thing is that, in spite of the Ekadesha being done of Sametya, Rasvasya Kriti Tuk can only come from Rasva. But we don't have Rasva, we have the Ekara. Remember, the H is always Dirgha, A-O-I-O. But there's a special sutram of 6186, Shatvatukora Siddha. This Ekadesha is Asiddha. In the eyes of the, when you want to do the Tuk Agama at that time, this Ekadesha is Asiddha. Ekadesha which is done by, in this Adhikar of Ekapura Parayoho. We just applied the Ad Gunaha, that Ekadesha is Asiddha. When doing Shattam or the Tuk Agamaha. So bottom line is that the 6171, the Sasyapitikati Tuk, still sees the Ikara only. Doesn't see the Ekaraha. Because the Ekara has become Asiddha by 6186. Shatvatukor Asiddha. If you want to do some homework, 6186 is a special rule here. Then we can use 6171. Jalavilase, Lalantu, same thing. This is the Pratham Purusha Bhavachanam. Then Bandhu Eva Bandhavaha. This is set up in the Prajnanibhyascha. Prajna, some words take the Pratya An Swarte. Without changing them, like Rakshas Rakshasaha, Bandhu Bandhavaha, Prajnaha Prajnaha, Manas Manasaha, Marut Marutaha. So Swarte An. Some of these, some words take the Pratya An, Artha Parivartanam Vina, without changing the meaning, Swarte. So Bandhu is in the Gana of Prajnadibhyascha. Again, thanks to Ravi. Sutram is 5438, Prajnadibhyascha Swarte An, Anubandha Lopaha, then Adi Vriddhi Taditeshvacham Adehe, then Or Gunaha. Or Gunaha 64146. So Or Gunaha, if you have a Odan in the Angasadikaraha, if you have the Angam with the Bhasanya by Yachibham, and then by you get Or Gunaha, the Guna Adesha, which is so Angam is Bhasanya, it ends in the Uvarna, and then it takes Guna Adesha, Tadita Pratyaya follows. Okay. And then of course Echoyavayava. So Or Gunaha was the last rule over there, which is 64146. And we stop for today. Ramo Rajamani Sada Vijayate Ramam Ramesham Bhaje Ramena Bhiyata Nishachara Chamu Ramaya Tasmai Namaha Rama Nasti Paranam Parataram Ramasya Sosmyaham Rame Chittale Sada Bhautame Bho Ramama Muddhara Rama Rameti Rameti Rame 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 Manorame Rama Rameti Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Tattulyam Rama Nama Varanane Shri Rama Nama Varanana Onnamaiti. This is December the 10th. Next are December 24th. Thank you very much for Ravi for the document, Balramji also for Kumudji for all the notes, and for Dihankaji for joining from India. Thank you, Vasudha. Thank you, Vasudha also. Ravi, you're okay, Ravi? Recording is fine?
Yes, Rishi, fine.
Okay. Thank you very much. Shubharatri Hari Om. Next are December 24th.